Alright, after a very long gap between seasons, we are here with Season 2 of House of the Dragon. I am continuing reactions, but these are not going to be the same as the first season because I have read the book now, so while some things will still be new, obviously like major plot beats I am aware of, obviously knowing a pretty big one that's happening during this first episode. Audacity to air it on Father's Day, right? But yeah, so I know like some big things that are coming, but obviously I'm excited to see what they do with the details, and yeah, let's get into it. There we go. Oh, new theme. Tapestry. Interesting. Oh, this is the Raven telling about Luke's death, I guess. Is Jace gonna hear about it at the Eyrie with Lady Jane or at Winterfell? I'm kind of curious about it.
Duty to the Seven
We
Kingdoms.
just skipped the Eyrie to
One
go to
older than
Winterfell?
any oath. 1 in 10 men from our household was to be chosen to fortify the Watch.
That's a new lore bit.
This is not a sentence, but an honor.
What?
A duty. Winter is coming.
Coming.
Okay.
What is this then that falls from the skies and shivers my bones?
This is only a late summer snow, my prince.
It pleases me to think that over a century ago our ancestors treated in this very place. The conqueror and the king in the north.
You at least had the mercy not to threaten me with your dragon.
Interesting place to start. I'm a little disappointed we skipped the Eyrie and Lady Jane. Also, they didn't treat at the wall, they treated at the neck. So that's a weird thing for
Surely the great
him to say.
Torrhen Stark.
Yeah. Impressed, huh?
And watched as their dragons, the greatest power in the world, refused to cross it.
Was it Harris too? It was supposed to just be Alicent's
Do you
dragon,
think my
but
ancestors
okay.
built
What does it keep out?
death?
Interesting place to start. I guess trying to remind us of the original series.
Like northerners.
The Ravens
Oh
arrived.
no, oh no, oh no, 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 no,
Urgent
no.
news from Dragonstone.
No, 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 no. I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch this. Oh god. Okay, they're gonna skip it. Okay. Oh boy. I kind of wish you'd seen the scene of what you're talking about it, but also like for the best that you didn't.
The mother grieves as the queen shirks her duties.
Don't start with her.
It was a raven that brought me news of Lena's death. I existed for weeks in torment. Then I would pity Aemon. Not acted on the vengeful impulse that others might have.
Yeah, like him.
And Luke would be alive.
Dude, okay. I mean, yeah, but she would have been killing innocent, like Helena,
Fly with me.
who was perfect.
It is a command.
Would that you were the king.
Ooh, harsh. Where? Oh, this is Hull, I guess. We're gonna be Adam and Alan. That's exciting. Interesting, because this is before Corlys would have approached him in the book. I'm gonna try not to spoil it for people who haven't read the book. But he wouldn't have been going here.
My lord, Wager.
Alan. Oh, that's him?
But I'll have a word with my brother to see what
Older.
reinforcements the shipwrights can muster.
Older than I thought he was. Maybe they aged him up.
I am indebted to you, Alan.
To your secret son? Grandson? Okay. Queens are reacting to all this. I was kind of hoping for Allison's initial reaction to hearing what Aemon had done. Seems like we're a few days on. I wanted to read her initial.
Mind your post!
Losing her mind about it. Can they not tell them apart? Because I'm guessing it's not a black dragon. It doesn't look as big as she's meant to. No, poor Helena.
What if he does not want to be king?
Ooh.
Where is he? The library. You must not interrupt his custom.
Good for standing up for him, Helena.
Not the dragons. The rats.
Oh. She knows. They all just...
The Queen is an enduring
She's
mystery.
mad. You all should listen to her. She knows what she's talking about. And of course Aegon just ignores his daughter. Oh no!
There's a chill in the air.
God. Alicent's just being, like,
Summer is well and truly through.
prostituting herself out, girl.
We were expected at the small council, Your Grace.
She's just in such a horrible situation, but it is also, like, partly of her own making, but not entirely. Mostly her father's making, but, like, girl,
We cannot.
get out. Get out
Okay.
of this situation. Please, just
If you
go.
don't mind.
Just, like, run to Rhaenyra and tell her that you're in love with her and, just stop this. Yeah, the white cloak. Oh, no. Screw.
My nephew, Lord Ormond, musters his forces to sally forth from Old Town. They expect to march quickly, meeting little resistance until they reach the Riverlands.
No mention
My
of
letters to Rhaenyra.
Dara?
Has there been any answer?
An apology for her dead son?
None, Your Grace. Between that and their
Sure.
blockade
Tried
of the
to
Gullet, we must
apologize.
presume that the princess has refused the offered terms.
That's sweet, I
And that
guess.
war.
Is the heir to the throne bothering you, Tyland?
No. No, not in the least, Your Grace.
Because I think he wants a ride.
Your Grace.
A ride.
A pony ride. Wouldn't that be fun, Jaehaerys? Should the Master of Coin be your royal steed?
This is, like, weirdly kind of cute from him. From Aegon, who is terrible, but... I
Your
mean,
Grace.
forcing him to do it is weird, but...
There are important matters to discuss. Despite
Like-
Sir Tyland's interruptions.
Yep, okay,
Very well.
he's just trying to...
No time for amusements, Tyland.
Your Grace.
Okay.
Off you go.
Aw, he's a cutie.
Where?
Shame it's gonna happen.
To end this conflict quickly,
Okay, everyone needs to lay off her. She
we
was
must play the board
trying to
before
help
us.
her old
If
friend.
we are to break this...
Rhaenyra has dragons as well.
Mine are bigger.
If we loose the dragons to war, there'll be no calling them back in retribution for the death of her son.
Errors were made in the hours following King Viserys' death.
Errors.
We mustn't compound. Patience and restraint. I send ravens by the hour.
This
Many
guy.
and more houses will declare for you in time. History and precedent will come to your side.
He's so petulant. Like, if he just hadn't been revealed to be so awful last season, I
Marry
kind of,
Grace.
kind of like
Tomorrow,
him,
Lord
honestly.
Larys.
But he's so awful. I
I
can't.
come earlier
Oh
dispose.
God, not her two men that she's giving herself out to, being jealous of each
What is
other.
it you wish to discuss?
They no longer breathe our air.
Ugh, so casual. No showing of Maelor yet.
Give me
I
that.
guess I'm gonna do Blood and
Your
Cheese
Grace?
without Maelor. I kind of get the sense that since she's been away from Dragonstone, like Alicent's letters about Daemon got them and he like burned them or whatever because he cares more about hating the Hightowers than possibly giving Rhaenyra any kind of like consolation over anything that Alicent might have said. Well, that's unfortunate. Poor baby dragon. Poor baby Luke. Wait, how are his clothes there but not him? That doesn't make sense. Did Vhagar spit the clothes out? I'm sorry, I know this is an emotional moment. It just doesn't make logical sense. That his clothes are there, but not him.
Aegon the Magnanimous.
Oh yeah, that's the
Second
word.
of his name.
The Magnanimous.
Even he's like, that doesn't describe me. Look at him actually holding court. Well, that already puts him ahead of Robert.
Your
doesn't
Grace.
We should return them.
it? Otto.
Your Grace?
You need your goats for the winter, don't you?
Sheep, Your Grace.
Sheep, even better. I shall make your flock of sheep whole.
We already made a promise.
Right. Perhaps we could just return his sheep. He came all this way.
If you return one herd of sheep, Your Grace, you'll soon find them all at the foot of your throne expecting the same.
It's funny that Aegon's
They
actually
won't know.
trying to like help
When
the
the
people.
king speaks, Your
It's
Grace,
so funny.
all hear it.
Why is this so funny? God, why am I liking I got in the scene? This whole episode, if they just hadn't made him like so aggressively horrible
After further thought,
by making him a rapist and
I
stuff,
have decided that I cannot restore your sheep.
I would like him.
If that treasonous blockade won't last long, I plan to send Vagar to burn it to ash. Bring the next.
This guy.
Hugh, Your Grace.
Oh. Hugh.
The Smiths
Hammer?
are all proud to support Your Grace against Rhaenyra.
Oh boy.
And paid well. My army cannot win a war without your weapons. You should continue their making. Our victory depends on the efforts of the small folk.
Okay, I can kind of see why the
You
people
have my most sincere gratitude, Your Grace.
might have liked him.
I'll hear the next petition.
He's actually kind of okay. I mean, obviously not super reasonable. Like, he doesn't
Your
understand.
Grace, it filled my heart to see you on the Iron Throne. I was
so
only a
bad.
boy when I wondered, do you have a moment for a quiet word?
Oh, is this going to be about how you and his mother... I know, it's not. I just
Just
can't
the
get it.
hands want. Sarah's had a certain reputation as being pliable.
I am aware.
He's not thrilled about it.
I would think.
You're going to try writing to Rhaenyra again, because, girl, no offense, but I don't think writing to her, even if
What's that?
Daemon wasn't probably hiding letters, is
I
going to
requested an audience powers,
Aemon Erd.
No kidding.
but that does not mean it must be wanton.
No.
I feel like things are going to change with you.
And came here.
I don't care.
Of course you don't.
Aegon was in your grasp. You should have killed him yourself.
Oh my god.
I reckon our name's...
I want Aemond Targaryen.
Well, yeah, that's not that simple. Also, like, revenge... I mean, I get it. Like, especially because you don't know it was an accident, probably. But vengeance... And that's why they're bringing her back, to get Aemon. Okay, so I'm guessing they're going to go after Aemon, and that's somehow going to go wrong and end up in Blood and Cheese somehow. I don't know, they're trying to soften it. They're really softening, like, the blacks trying to soften a lot of their evil deeds to make it, like, the greens are clearly worse, and I just don't appreciate that. They're supposed to all be bad. That's kind of the
All
whole
he is a
point
merchant
the
of
story.
gossip.
Lord Cricken Stark
Oh, poor Chase.
has promised 2,000 men.
Okay, so at least he saw Lady Jane. I wish I hadn't skipped that scene, though. And I guess they wanted to get right to the drama. Oh, little Joffrey. Is that a different actor?
Sarah's Targaryen.
Kendall from Viserys. She did care for him in some way. I wonder, is she gonna light one for Luke? That would be a bit surprising. No, yeah, she was much to marry him, and he's also like her stepbrother. Oh.
Sarah's Lauren.
That was nice. I mean, Rhaenyra will never know it, and she probably hates her now, but it's nice that she does care, even though she never thought of him as a true Velaryon. She thought of him as a bastard, and still she did that for Rhaenyra, mostly, presumably. Meanwhile, Daemon is just out there being a horrible person. What else is new? He wasn't even at Luke's funeral. He's missing that to go plot revenge things. I know Rhaenyra said she wants Aemon, but dude, you should have been at the funeral. You missed your daughter's funeral. Now you've missed your stepson's funeral. I'm just saying, if I were Rhaenyra, I would want a husband who was actually around for things like
A tribute.
that. I can't see Rhaenyra condoning the murder of baby Jaehaerys. I don't. She's a mother. She could never support him doing this to Helena, I don't think. I'd like to believe she couldn't. And I think, I mean, they don't spend a lot of the war together in the book, and there's rumors of marital troubles, and I wonder if this is going to be the root of it.
You're to find and slay the Prince Aemon Targaryen. He has silver hair and one eye.
Okay.
Should be easy enough to find.
So Daemon's going after Aemon now. Okay, you know, that's honestly...
But I understand he's quite good in a fight. You want to take caution.
Still shady, but not nearly the level of, like,
One half.
evil
We get the other one, it's
that
done.
of trying to kill one of Aegon's kids. Like... So, okay, I mean, I guess Rhaenyra could forgive Daemon for a plan gone horribly wrong, although...
Alright.
Possibly not for ditching the funeral, but...
What if we can't find him?
Oh, never mind.
We've wasted precious days
Yeah.
in this war of quills and raven.
I didn't want him to say
Words
anything.
are wind. You should be leading the van.
What he definitely said was kill
And I
the
should be
kid.
flying cover on Vhagar.
Or is he going to leave
No
it
castle would dare to raise Rhaenyra's banner against
to
us.
interpretation?
And Alicent is simply angry.
At you?
Angry.
Also,
She
first
blames
names?
me for starting this. Her Grace speaks with two tongues.
Well,
She has a gentle heart.
calling her out.
Intoxicated her.
You're gross, Kristen.
I did-
Well, she won't after what's about to happen.
What happened?
Just secret battle plans. Nothing to see here. Blood and sheath. Too much evil. I mean, it's honestly, it's one of the most evil things in this entire story. Like, even in the Red Wedding, I think there's less evil than, at least the way it's described in the book. Okay. Puppy. I'm gonna do something for that puppy. Okay. Is this the passageway that Tyrion used when he went to kill Tywin? That ladder looked kind of cool. But, I don't know. Poor Helena deserves so much better than this.
Aegon was strong. My nephew's already taken that one.
It's a king.
I need to do both. My mother.
What's the dog there for? They're gonna use the dog as part of this plan somehow.
Small folk. I like Aimable beast.
Okay, he's drinking with his buddies now. Like, I wish they hadn't made him so directly vulnerable. Because the thing is, in the book, there were different versions of stories about him that may or may not be true, and they went with the worst possible one last season, and I wish they hadn't. Because this version, the way he is now, is actually, like, low-key kind of likable. I mean, not, like, good, necessarily, but at least, like, enjoyable. But, like, they made him so, like, objectively horrific last season. There's really no way I can...
How do we get out?
Okay, they're saying he doesn't know his
Show
way
me.
around because different rat catchers work upstairs, I guess, to explain how they get the wrong chamber and decide to improvise by killing Jaehaerys instead. It makes it a lot less vindictive.
This way.
Also, poor dog, but I guess kicking him away means he's not part of the plan, at least. So they're gonna open the wrong chambers and decide, hey, while we're here, might as well kill the wrong prince. I mean, I assume it's not that they don't know which one's Aemon, right?
The royals live on this land.
I don't like that though, because like the Blacks do evil things too. It's not just Team doing evil stuff and Team Black are all good and pure. Like they do some really messed up stuff, and I hope they don't also soften Daemon's crimes at Harrenhal and like the stuff he's gonna do in Riverlands and like
No one's here.
Rhaenyra hurting the small folk. Like they have it.
I told you, I'm not supposed to be up here.
Also, Carl, say something. So they don't have Alicent present for this. They don't have the book. Where they were saying
Need to get out, Ed. And get out.
I feel like that was a little too quick. In the book, it said she was like pleading for her own life and
What?
stuff. Like she didn't even plead for her own life. She just gave him a necklace. Like she didn't ask them to take her own life instead of one of her kids. I don't know. She should have done more. Okay. And they did. Okay, wow. It's significantly cut down from the book. Significantly toned down. Well, I mean, it's still horrifying that they killed a little kid, don't get me wrong, but they just agree with the one she says as opposed to in the book where, you know, she picks which kid to kill and they're both sons and then kill the other one, which obviously is... I wish she had the forethought to get Jaehaerys out of there. Oh, God. No.
Helena!
They killed the boy.
She doesn't seem... She seems very calm about it. Okay. I was really into this episode until the actual blood and cheese thing. Like, okay, I get that they cut Maelor out because it was inconvenient, whatever. Pizza doesn't need to get brutally torn apart on a bridge. Like, fine, you can tell the story without that. Simplify it for TV, whatever. Choose between Jaehaerys and Jaehaera. They don't know which one's the boy. It's kind of a clever way to twist it, as opposed to, like, because they need to... I mean, because in the book, for those who haven't read the book, if you're watching this, they have 3 kids, Jaehaerys, Jaehaera, and Maelor. Maelor's 2, Jaehaerys and Jaehaera are twins, they're 6. And Helaena is told to pick which of the 2 sons she wants to die. She says Maelor because she, I guess, doesn't want Jaehaerys as the heir to get killed. They tell Maelor, they whisper in his ear, like, see that your mother wants you dead, and then kill Jaehaerys, and then she, like, loses it. Here, I guess she just gives up Jaehaerys. It's actually him. They don't kill the other one. They don't, they do mention briefly not giving up the king's heir, but they just kill him. So it's not really a choice, like, it's a choice of which one it is, but it's not a choice of which one she wants to die, so it's not quite that same level of, like, cruelty for Helaena, where she has to, like, condemn one of her children, because she is condemning one of her children, but, like, I guess because there's a specific one they want, so it's a little different, which I guess, you know, she doesn't need that, I guess, but, like, it was just so toned down, like, it was still awful, like, obviously, killing a little kid is still awful, but, like, the cruelty of the scene, the way it was in the book, is so toned down. And the thing is, Helaena was so calm about it. Like, in the book, she was crying, screaming, pleading for them to kill her instead of any of her children. And here, she just tried to give up a necklace, and then when they wouldn't take the necklace, she was just like, oh, okay, that's Jaehaerys. Like, what? And then she just takes Jaehaera, runs. Like, obviously, you know, first thing you're gonna do is get your daughter out of there. But then she's just so calmly like, they killed the boy. She doesn't even give his name. She's just like, the boy. They killed him. She seems way too calm about it. Like, she's crying a little bit, but, like, she does not seem that distressed. Like, I don't know if it's just an acting thing or what, like, or if she's just completely in shock. I guess it could just be shock. But, like, it's especially given this is supposed to be the thing that, like, breaks Helaena. Like, she never rides her dragon again. She never, like, she loses her sanity. Also, Alicent witnessed the whole thing in the book. Here, she didn't witness it. I don't know if that's going to affect... I assume she'll feel the same way about it regardless, but it was so toned down from the book. The rest of the episode I thought was really good. I wish we'd gotten a few more scenes of Jace at Winterfell. Like, we didn't actually see him at Winterfell. He was at the wall with Cregan. Which they were lying and saying Torrhen Stark was there when he bent the knee, which is not where it was, but whatever. But, like, I wish we'd actually seen Winterfell and them talking more and more scenes, because he was supposed to spend, like, a significant amount of time at Winterfell in the books, like, making a deal with Cregan, and instead we got one scene. I don't know if they'll go back. We didn't see him with Lady Jane at all. Maybe they'll do flashbacks. I don't know, because I do understand they had to make it move along. I just... You know, there was a lot of things that supposedly happened at Winterfell. We don't know. They made some sort of secret pact of ice and fire. We don't know the details of. Rumors of dragon's eggs. Rumors of Cregan having a sister. And we never even see Winterfell. And I know they cast someone for Lady Jane. So again, I don't know if they're going to flash back to any of that. But I understand they wanted to get Jace back to Rhaenyra for that scene. Their reunion scene was very emotional. It was more emotional than Blood and Cheese, which it shouldn't have been. They really, really toned that down. Like, killing a kid is awful, but what really made Blood and Cheese so specifically horrific, like the worst thing, was the choice aspect, like making Helaena make that choice, and it just wasn't the same. I don't know. Some good setup for what's gonna come. Interested to see. Baela and Rhaena didn't talk at all this episode. I really hope they get bigger roles going down because, you know, they're important. Rhaena's supposed to go to the Vale, so she doesn't do a lot. I hope we get to see an increased role for Baela and Rhaena, especially since one of them might be taking the place of Nettles. I don't know. We'll see if that happens. But, yeah, some good stuff. Rhaenys didn't do much, but I liked what she got. Daemon, not being great, but not being as awful as he could have been. Mysaria, it seems like the accent's toned down a little bit. Still not great, but better than it was. I was liking it. I was engaged until that ending sort of took the wind out by just not being... I mean, I'm sure to anyone who hasn't read the book, that'll still be shocking and horrible. Because it is. It's just... I guess the book thing was so horrific, it's hard to... It's less. It just is. I don't know. Interested to see how fast the pace goes, because this is sort of a thing that happened right after, like, we added a lot of scenes, so I wonder if we do that. I'm curious. I'm really curious where season 2 is going to end, especially because it's only 8 episodes. We know we're going to get a certain battle that results in a certain thing. Rook's Rest. I'm not going to say what happens for anyone who hasn't read the books, but we know that's coming. Otherwise, I'm thinking might end with Battle of the Gullet, but that might also be too far away. So it could be something else. We'll see what happens. I'm just, yeah. It was a really good episode until Blood and Cheese itself was just a little... Like, I hate to say that, like, the death of a child wasn't horrific enough, but, like, I don't know. Like, hopefully people know what I mean if they've read the book. Yeah, okay. It was still bad, just to be clear. Alright, so I will see you back next week. Thanks for watching.